I'd like to call this meeting to order. Will the secretary please call the roll?
Mrs. Chu. Mr. Sismar.
Here.
Mr. Hong.
Here.
Mrs. Lax.
Here.
Mrs. Reese.
Here.
Mr. Seeler.
Here.
Mr. Simmons. Mr. Winston.
Here.
President Becker.
Here, we have a quorum. Please rise to salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the East Brunswick Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published at the Board of Education office. Written notice was also provided to the Sentinel, the Newark Star Ledger, the Home News and Tribune, and the Municipal Clerk of East Brunswick. All Board of Education meetings, with the exception of executive session discussions, are videotaped for later broadcast. Individuals who speak at the board's public meeting should be aware of these videotaping rules. Good evening, and welcome to our meeting. We're going to start off with Dr. Valesky's Superintendent Report.
Thank you, President Becker. Good evening, everyone. The artwork on display in the boardroom this evening was created by students at Memorial Elementary School. The art teachers of these talented students are Margaret Sasso, Brooke Sorbonne, and Erica Goldberg. Cheryl Jones is the principal. While our students were enjoying a day off on Election Day, our teachers and administrators were busy engaging in a variety of professional learning opportunities. We were excited to offer grade-specific and department-specific learning opportunities as well as workshops to advance our district initiatives. Staff members participated in over 60 workshops aimed at improving the quality of instruction for students across the district. Teachers were not the only ones participating in professional development on Tuesday. All personnel who may be operating district snow plowing equipment this winter navigated a driving course that simulated obstacles and challenges presented when plowing snow. There was some friendly competition and great pride in performance during the session. This video showcases some of the vehicles purchased during this year's replenishment cycle. In sports, thank you to all the fifth graders who came out to run on November 2nd. It was a great day to extend physical education outside of the gymnasium. Good luck to gymnastics and volleyball, who will compete this weekend in NJSIAA action. Congratulations to our October High School Athletes of the Month. Students were selected for this honor by the coaching staff based on performance, demonstration of leadership, effort in practice, and for modeling exceptional character. American Education Week is November 18th through November 22nd. This week highlights the importance of providing a high-quality education to all children. Thursday, November 21st, will be Parent Visitation Day in all of our schools. You can find information about Parent Visitation Day, including specific visitation times, on the homepage of the district website at ednet.org. The high school drama production of Hysterical Truths, the short plays of David Ives, will run Friday, November 22nd, and Saturday, November 23rd, starting at 7 p.m. in the high school auditorium. On Sunday, November 24th, the show will start at 3 p.m. Tickets can be purchased online at ebhsdrama.org. First quarter report cards can be viewed online through Parent Access on Tuesday, November 19th. Hard copies will be made at the request of anyone without internet access. I'd like to remind everyone that schools will be closed tomorrow, November 8th. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Valesky. Now we have the good of the cause of the public. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of providing an opportunity to the public to express themselves. Individual comments are limited to 5 minutes. Members of the public are reminded this is a public televised meeting of the board. Concerns regarding individual students and staff members should generally be addressed by first meeting with the appropriate administrative staff. Is there anyone who wishes to address the board tonight? Seeing none, I will close the public portion. On to our agenda this evening. I'd like to combine items 1 through 4 in our facility agenda. Can I please have a motion for that?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Lax.
Second.
second by Mr. Hong. Is there any discussion?
Is this regarding to the bid award water heater replacement? Is that what we're in?
Okay, so those were the full description is on the dais in front of you, and they were sent home by email.
Right, okay. Yeah, I just have a question on that. Because these are all repairs for the high school. What determination went in that there's no way to save these things for 3 to 5 years? You know, as we begin to face different decisions at this point, you're talking about an outlay, I'm gonna eyeballing it, so, you know, in the $1.5 million range. And before we go ahead, is there any way that these could be fixed to the point of what determination was used to get to the no?
They're leaking and they're ready to just go. They're at their last leg. There's no way to salvage them at this point. So we do take every effort to see what we can do to extend the longevity, but there's no way to extend the longevity of these. We're going to be risking the availability of hot water.
Unfortunately, I think we're at that critical phase where we are going to have to continue to make investments in facilities that the board hasn't quite yet made decisions on. So it's simply at that maintenance of maintaining safety and welfare of the students and staff, and that's.
Well, of course, that's paramount.
Right.
But then just from a financial standpoint.
Understand,
If there's
yeah.
without sacrificing, of course, the safety.
Right.
Do they need hot water?
Do you think they need hot? Of course they need hot water, Vicki. But the point
Can
being
they
is,
live without?
listen, we're not talking about moral issues here. I'm talking about a financial issue.
I know.
And removing the emotion, if you're looking at something, replacing something that may be in some way impacted in of itself over the next 3 to 5 years,
No,
it's a lot of
it's a
money
great
laid out.
point, Jeff.
Right, it
It's-
is, it
it's-
is.
I'd like the board to rest assured and certainly, ask questions, but we will always look at what can we do to extend the life, especially knowing where we are with facilities discussions before expending large sums of money like we would need to in this case.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. Moving on to the financial services. Can I please have a motion to combine items 1 through 11?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Lax, second by Mr. Winston. Is there any discussion? Will the secretary please call the roll?
Mr. Sismar.
Yes.
Mr. Hong.
Yes.
Mrs. Lax.
Yes.
Mrs. Reese.
Yes.
Mr. Seeler.
Yes.
Mr. Winston.
Yes.
President Becker.
Yes, motion carries. Moving on to our human resources agenda, can I please have a motion for items 1 and 2?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Lax, second by Mr. Winston. Is there any discussion? Will the secretary please call the roll?
Mr. Sismar.
Yes.
Mr. Hong.
Yes.
Mrs. Lax.
Yes.
Mrs. Reese.
Yes.
Mr. Seeler.
Yes.
Mr. Winston. President Becker.
Yes, motion carries. Our information technology agenda contains the one item, the contract award, again, that was emailed to you and should be on the table. Can I please have a motion for that?
So moved.
Whoa! Moved by Mr. Hahn.
Oh, second.
Second by Mrs. Lax. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. Student services, can I have a motion for items 1 through 4?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Lax,
Second.
second by Mr. Lewu. Is there any discussion? Will secretary please call the roll?
Mr. Sismar.
Yes.
Mr. Hong.
Yes.
Mrs. Lax.
Yes.
Mrs. Reese.
Yes.
Mr. Seeler.
Yes.
Mr. Winston.
Yes.
President Becker.
Yes, motion carries. Moving on to transportation services, I'd like to combine items 1, 2, and 3. Can I please have a motion for that?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Sismar?
Yes.
Second.
Second by Mr. Hong. It's a revolution. All those in favor? Discussion, sorry.
Yep.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. This brings us to the part of the evening where usually our student rep speaks, but obviously she felt it was more important to be on break and be in our
Yes, she
meeting.
did.
There you go. I don't know what's with kids today.
Out of enjoy.
Anybody have any committee reports, information items, good of the cause for the board? Well, okay. I'd say that brings us right into closed session. We do have a need for closed session. The Board of Education intends to discuss matters as follows, those items that are specifically mentioned in tonight's agenda. The length of the closed session is estimated to be 90 minutes, after which the public meeting of the board shall reconvene and action may be taken. Can I please have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Lax.
Second.
Second by Mr. Sismar. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries. Good night.